Hey, Mark, fake banter for the intro.
That's all I know how to do.
Great.
Good to be here.
Welcome to Tuesdays with
Stories.
Hit her in the face with a surfboard.
And then the duck fell out of his bag.
Surf's up. And she didn't even flush.
Knock, knock.
Who's there? Mark Norman and Joe List.
Yeah! This is Tuesdays with Stories, everybody.
No, that's terrible.
This is supposed to be cheesy.
My radio is spitting at me. And I can't choose one.
Happy New Year. Here we go. The lawyer's back. We're a little nervous. We just had
yeah.
Chipotle. What's cooking?
I forgot. He's been gone for like 6 months.
I
You
know.
fucked me up. You shouldn't have mentioned it. I forgot.
We had it good. We didn't know how good we had it. And then Yelly McGee comes back. And now, or I should have said Old Yeller. But good name for a really old Chinese guy. But, yeah, we're back. We're here. We're queer. How the hell are you, fatty? You got a son.
I'm doing good. Yeah, the sun will come out tomorrow. Bet you bottom dollar. Don't let your sun go down on me.
Here comes the sun.
What was that noise? What were you doing?
Erasing.
Oh, you're making Donald Ducky noises.
Oh, I thought that was the eraser. All right.
Eraserhead.
That was a movie.
Yeah, I think that's David Lynch,
He had
right?
a flat top. Was
Yeah.
that why?
And then there's also
put that together.
Hellraiser. I confused Eraserhead and Hellraiser because they were both like racer, and then it was
Right.
like a head thing.
And the Speed Racer and Eraser, which is an Arnold Schwarzenegger joint.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, Eraser. I think with Vanessa Williams.
Vanessa Williams, the singer?
Yeah,
You go and save the... Oh, and her brother is Crazy Eye Killer.
that's right.
Yeah, how about that?
Boy, we just did a real IMDb facial there.
Oh, yeah.
A bukkake of erasing.
Boy, it's good to see. It's good to be back. My life is just different, I'll say. So
Yeah.
it's good to be
Kids will
out,
do that.
out and up and back and to the left.
Back and to the left.
Newman's
Second shooter.
second appearance.
Really?
Yeah, the first one was the old asshole, the jacket, one of those. That was his second appearance.
Uh-huh.
Was the back and to the left JFK, which Jerry said was his favorite episode.
Of all time.
That's what he said.
Wow, the Keith Hernandez.
The Keith Hernandez, yeah. There's some great moments in
There's
that.
some great, I'm not driving to the airport. Yeah, there's some dude. What's Elaine? Elaine dates him.
Elaine's going out with him. You don't know the first thing about getting to second base and all that
Yes.
stuff. Jerry's jealous of everybody.
What's,
And then Kramer Newman, yeah.
what's funny is he's my Keith. I'm always like, I can't text him. I'm nervous. What do I say? How do I advance the relationship? I'm going through that with him.
Interesting. Now, you got to be careful because I was with one Mike Vecchione last night, and he was out with Bargatze on New Year's Eve, and he's like, he took several calls from Jerry.
Oh!
Jerry and Nate are having dinner. They're on phone calls. You're out.
I'm
You're
out.
out. Nate's in.
Boy, he really slow played me on that because he kept bugging me. How much you talking to Jerry? Does he like texting? Does he prefer call?
Oh, this is Nate. He used your intel to get in.
Yeah, he fucked my wife right in front of me.
Wow, that's tough. I would love to do that. But yeah, I mean,
I could be arranged.
that's tough. Well, the old switcheroo. We'll play a little badminton or whatever we were doing.
Sure,
And then
pickleball.
Pickleball.
And
we got to get back to pickleball.
Let's do some pick.
Now I need a sitter.
Gherkin.
A
Sitter. Pickle.
I don't know
Classic.
Gherkin. I thought that was a newscaster. Todd Gherkin with the news.
Sounds like it.
Yeah,
but
maybe
I don't know
not.
what Todd Gherk.
But anyways, yeah, we got to get to the pickleball court because
Let's
that
get
was
back.
really fun. I need the cardio. I really enjoy. If I go to the gym, no cardio for me. I get on that rowing
Same.
machine. 40 seconds in, I'm like, this sucks.
Well, something about running or rowing, any of those monotonous things, you just start thinking evil shit.
Well, at the gym because I
Yeah.
run on the street
That's
all
all
the
right.
time. I'm a big runner.
There's
but
optics there. There's things to look at.
Exactly. I love a run, and it's my favorite thing to do, of course. But in the gym on a
Oh.
treadmill, I can't just watch Ted Koppel while I'm fucking jogging.
No, or Todd Gherkin.
No, they both suck.
Yeah.
Similar haircuts, I assume. That Koppel hair was really something else.
Nightline. I can't do a couple, but Brad Williams is a mean couple.
Ba, 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 da, 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 tonight.
Hey, that wasn't bad.
Well, that really fucked me up. I hear any kind of news, current affair.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
All that news, the tick, tick, tick of 60 Minutes just gives me a panic attack.
Why is that?
Just because when we were kids, it would be like, North Korea's about to bomb your tits off.
Oh, that's true. Well, now you don't even get the tick, tick, tick. Now it's just in your asshole. You go, gee, you open your phone, and you're like, Tokyo plane on fire. You're like, good Lord, that's quite a Korean barbecue.
I know, I hate it. They needed
Japanese.
a Tokyo
Drift.
Yeah. Does that make sense? Would that put a fire out? A drift?
I don't know about a drift.
A drift is one word, too.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, we're adrift.
It's like a breast.
You could have a drift.
And
What is a drift? There's
I'm
a
not
draft.
you brought up a drift. I'm not familiar with a drift. I know what a drift is. Drift is to drift over something, like the ocean, like a smooth
Well, that's
drift.
what I'm saying. That's a drift.
That's a drift.
Because adrift means you're floating, you're adrift.
Yes.
Meaning there's no...
Yeah.
Are we saying the same thing?
I think
They're similar.
with no space in it, it's the action. You're in the action of a drift. But then you go, that car
Is a drift?
is adrift.
It's kind of like
Yeah.
a jar.
Yes,
The
the
door
jar
is a
head.
jar, the boat is adrift.
There you go.
I think it's a verb versus an adjective.
Hey. Drift.
Drifting, and then you are
You are
adrift.
We're gonna
adrift. You're in the
drift.
process of drifting.
Because then there's drafting also. You draft a player, and then you draft behind a race car.
That's true.
Draft and drift.
But you don't undraft.
No.
This is going to cause a rift.
You go to a draft.
Yeah,
draft beer. Speaking of draft beer, I want to throw a shout out. I got to do a quick shout out.
What,
Free
to-
commercial.
To alcohol? What's going on?
To Article 15 in Rockland Brewery, where we're doing the Uncle Dale Holbrook Fire Department show on
Hey.
April 13th. You
What's
should
it?
come up sometime.
12 years running?
Oh, more than 12 years. It's got to be
Epstein age?
15 years. And people that do it blow up. Here's some of the past
Come
guests
on.
we've had. Tim Dillon,
Wow.
Nate Bargatze,
Never heard of him.
Stavros Halkias,
Oh, he's fat.
Dan Soder,
Yeah, big head.
me.
Teeth.
So, I mean, that's a pretty big... I mean, don't get me wrong. We've also had Paul Otto, Brendan Sagalow,
Canner.
Chris Allen, one and only black guy.
One and done. After that, never again.
Wow,
and yet a gay.
they're Massachusetts firemen. They can't
Yeah.
be dealing with multiple African Americans.
No.
But, I mean, how wild is that? Half the people that have done the show are flying private.
Even the Dalmatian isn't all black. But yeah, you're right. Yeah. Nate's talking to Jerry, apparently.
Big time. I think they talked about you.
Was it bad?
That's what I heard.
Really?
Yeah, they just said, I don't know. He keeps calling. He texts me. It's awkward. He says, Nate, you know how to be friends with the guy. You never call back.
I got news for you, both of you scum-sucking pigs. I'm coming to that Hollywood Bowl show, and I'll be in there, hook, line, and sinker. I'll be sitting on the couch. I'll be all over that shuffleboard
What do you
court.
mean you're going to be at the Hollywood Bowl show? That's my night. You're going to come over to me. You can't. What are you going to go see Seinfeld and Nate and Sebastian Maniscalco and Bill Burr?
I'll FaceTime you
Your
from
old-
the bowl.
Your old pal Listeroo is over there.
I've seen it. What do you do? A lot of that? You ever notice?
Yeah, that strikes me. A lot of people are doing that.
Yeah. No.
Can I be fucked harder, by the way, at this festival?
I can
They're like,
do it.
You're going to be Netflix Comedy Festival. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my God, what an accomplishment. This is huge. I'm proud to be part of it. They're like, yeah, you're on Skid Row. And literally, my show's on Skid Row, and it's at the same time as the Big Five.
Yeah, you're in the fentanyl tent or whatever it is on Broadway. That's going to be rough. And you're going into Kook Nucleus. You're going to Kooklius.
Kooklius, and they're over in the bowl over there in West Hollywood, or I guess that's not
it's-
quite West. I guess it is West
think it's
Hollywood. It's
either
like that in
West or
between
Hollywood.
taint. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess it's the Hollywood Bowl.
There you go.
But any farts.
Burrito Bowl.
I'm fucked. I'm going to sell 11 tickets and hand out. By the way, what? We shouldn't get too into it, but that Chappelle special, we talked about it off air, which is
Sure.
where the conversation we just had belongs.
The
But
Dreamer.
he also says, at one point, he's like, my first special, I was outside handing out tickets. Because there wasn't, I'm like,
yeah.
that's got to be a lie.
Yeah, is that
HBO would do that.
No, that's crazy.
The artist is handing out tickets to his own HBO special?
Yeah.
There's no way that is true.
Can't be true. And his wife was in the front row of the first taping.
Yeah.
Pregnant. Mm-hmm. Not in the second one.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah,
She's probably backstage.
That's true. Yeah, she probably had a limo or something.
But yeah, I thought it was a great, earnest, beautiful quote at the beginning, the way a lot of great comedy specials start.
Easy, big fella.
Anyways, no, it was awesome. I like really self-serious specials. I think it's important to really reflect on your dreams in life in the middle of a comedy special. But
all right, Cat Williams, take it easy.
Check it out. Henry David Thoreau. But anyways, Article 15 in Rockland, Massachusetts. My family, we had like a little bit of a get-together, and they lent us the venue.
Wow.
For our family, and they're giving us the venue for the Holbrook show. So check out Article 15. Great brewery if you're on the South Shore of Massachusetts.
Love a
They got
brewery.
Papa Shot. They got cornhole in there. They got skee ball.
Oh.
And they brew their own goddamn beer.
Well, you can't go wrong.
Can't go wrong. And April 13th, we'll be doing the Uncle Dale benefit. So swing by there for a brew. Tell them Tuesdays with Stories sent you.
You got that right, Fatty.
And come by to the show.
Yeah, promo code lunch. Get on the Patreon.
Yeah.
Hey, you should film that puppy. Throw it up on the Patreon.
That's not bad. We've never filmed it before. It's a lot of firemen with mustaches drunk. There's beer in the stash. And it gets a little spicy after, so I don't know if we could put it on film.
I've only done 3 fireman shows. One was with you, with the famous alarm going off, and it was a cat in a tree.
Long Island.
And the second one I did was with the Dan St. Germain, a couple other guys. Everyone bombed. I'm talking, this is like North Jersey mooks. Mustache, the whole thing. Everyone bombed. Only joke that I got that landed was we were in front of all the bunks, or what do you call those? The cubbies.
Not the Cubbies.
Yeah,
Chicago.
they got the helmet on top with the hanging jacket and the boots.
Uh-huh.
And I went, Lomez, everybody knows he's gay. And he was. And it killed. They're like shaking Lomez, you homo. And then I bombed continuously after that. But,
Lomez, more like Blomez.
yeah.
Blomens.
Blomens. Can I use that?
That's not bad if you ever do it again. Yeah, come do the show. April 13th. Cancel whatever arena you're doing and come do the Firehouse.
Is it a weekend?
Oh, yeah, Saturday night, baby.
That's going to be tough. I might have to call Jerry.
Pays $40.
Woo! Free beer?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Free beer, shots, the whole thing. Cigars, everything.
That's
And
nice.
You get in with those there's usually a couple cops there. You get in with the cops.
Love the firemen. Love the getting in with the car. You get a card. What are those? They give you that card. You get pulled over. You show a picture of your mom's tits, and you get off.
Professional Bowlers Association. I got one.
Okay, so what else happened with the family?
Well,
if I might ask, because I got to get into Mexico City.
a lot going on. I got a couple quick stories. I had another real beef with a street beef.
Ooh, I've had it before. It gives you diarrhea.
I'm back at mixed martial arts because I've been having too many beefs. Now that I have a son,
Oh, yeah.
I'm fighting with every Tom, Dick, and Harry out there.
Well, you're Liam Neeson.
Which, by the way, I'm blown away. There's like several people are like, "You went too far with the leaf blower, you piece of shit."
Oh.
Someone was like, "You're desecrating someone's property." I'm like, "We put 14 leaves on their sidewalk. It's not even their property."
Yeah, come on, get out of here. It's a leaf blower. It's racket. It's noise pollution.
If you own a building, you don't own the sidewalk.
You got that right.
I mean, am I right about that?
I think so.
It's got to be right.
You own the stoop.
The stoop is part of the building.
Yes.
The sidewalk is the sidewalk. That's got to belong to the town.
That's
the
city property.
You don't own it, but you're responsible for keeping it clean and stuff.
Oh,
It's like
okay.
legally, because I got in trouble for that one
Legally.
time at my house.
Jeez, all
No
right, we
kidding.
got the
All right.
comptroller over here.
They were like, yeah, you have to shovel the snow off the walk within 24 hours of it snowing, or 12 hours, or something like that.
all right.
well,
well,
that
that's
changes things.
Well, the leaf will blow the leaves. But anyways,
I don't know about leaves, but snow, because it's
Okay.
dangerous. Leaves aren't dangerous.
I
Leave
didn't
them.
know that. Snowden. So
I was drinking a sip.
So I had the whole Sarah's family in town, which is a big to do.
Sure.
Which, by the way, you got a 2-bedroom apartment and 9 people in there plus a baby. That's the situation.
Chaotic.
It's not easy, and the baby's like, "Who are these people?" It's just a whole to do.
Call me, Jerry.
So he's with Nate. Nate the Great. We go down to Ditmars Boulevard. I take the family down. We go by the Costanza House, which is exciting.
I didn't know
37th and Ditmars.
Whoa.
Yeah. Oh, we probably went by there years ago when we were on drugs.
Maybe.
With the movies that time with Bulger.
Okay, I remember that.
Yeah, we definitely stopped by the Costanza House.
Really, boy, that Percocet was strong.
Well, we were on Painkillers. What movie did we see? Signs?
No, Jason Signs. I don't know what we saw. It wasn't Signs. Signs was earlier.
Something like that.
We probably saw, Soul Plane or something. Who the hell knows?
Whatever it was, we were all fucked up. And I remember you said, if I start jerking off, don't try to stop me. And it's the hardest I've ever laughed in my whole life.
Oh, it might have been duck soup.
Duck soup.
Marx
No, I'm talking about
Brothers.
at the theater.
Oh, at the theater. Sorry.
Duck soup. What are we, 140?
That was later.
Did we see Duck Soup in the theater?
No, we watched it at your house. Hi.
On the DVDs?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, that's what I remember.
And I was pushing for comedian. You said, nah, I've seen it too many times. Let's watch Marx Brothers. And I said, all right, I can live with that.
That's funny. Then the Samoan.
Yeah, the underwear-clad Samoan. That guy would stomp around that apartment like Godzilla.
Boy, those were the great old days.
Oh, yeah, not a care in the world or a dollar.
Drugs and alcohol was fun. Well, I had a lot of cares. I was probably more scared then.
Aha.
But, all fucked up. Any farts. So we go down to Ditmars. We go to Martha's Bakery. We go in there. Which, by the way, what do you think of this? We go to Martha. It's like Christmas Eve, literally Christmas Eve. And so there's 1,000 people in line at the bakery. It's a famous bakery over there.
Okay.
So you get in line, and then as I'm leaving, it's like a 20-minute line. You get the cupcakes and the cookies and the bullshit. As we're leaving, how about this lady? I just overhear a lady go, hey, to the employee, I just want to get a cake. Do I have to wait in the whole line?
There's a cake exception?
She and the lady goes, yes, always line. Always have to wait in line. But I'm like, it's not like for instance, there's, what's the sandwich shop that started in Chicago?
Cats? Oh.
No, it's a chain. You know it. It's yellow. Fucking,
McDonald's.
God farts. Potbelly.
Oh, Potbelly.
Potbelly.
I would have never gotten that.
Now I go to Potbelly and I just get a sugar cookie. So I don't get in the long sandwich line.
Sure.
Because they're at the register. There's no one at the register. So I go, hey, I just want a cookie. Boom, bam.
That makes sense.
Because the sandwich, you sit there, you order it, and they make it. So you wait for them to make the sandwich.
Yeah, you go down the line.
Exactly. A bakery, they're not making your thing to order.
Right.
So she's like, hey, I just want to get a cake. Do I have to wait in the line? You're like, of course, that's what everyone's doing.
Yeah.
We're all waiting in line to order just a cake.
That's a baked good. You're at a bakery.
That's what they sell here.
Yeah, well, what about this, though? Let me throw this up your taint. Chipotle, same line.
Yes.
What if I wanted just chips? Now, could I go to the reg and skip the line?
Just chips. I've seen it done.
Aha.
I think just chips is pretty acceptable. 'Cause I thought you were going to say margarita. They also sell margaritas and beers there.
That's true. I forgot about that.
Because I think that's okay. I think this is the line for getting your burritos made. And I do think it's if it's a long line, you're just getting chips. I think you can go to the front of the line.
All right. I had to ask.
Now, at bakery, though, again, there's everything. Everyone's just doing that.
Yeah. There's no mincing or there's no division in a bakery.
Right.
A cookie is a bake.
Yeah.
A cake is a bake. Shake and bake, and I helped.
So anyway, she had to wait in line. So we get the baked goods. Then we go to Astoria Park, and I'm driving. Once we park, we hang out in the park. It's fun. You park to go to the park. I'm driving up the street. I take a corner, and it's a quiet street. But there's a lady just walking slowly across the street, mid-30s, Latino descent, just slowly strolling. And so now I'm in a car, and I've established I'm driving up the street. So you expect a little whoops, turn around, head back to the sidewalk, or a jog through. Hey, sorry.
Sure.
She just keeps strolling, and she's looking at her phone like this.
That's going to get her killed.
So I go, give a quick honk,
Oh, boy. Easy jujitsu.
and she looks and goes like, what you looking at? And
Yeah.
I go, I give her a wave.
Yeah.
What? You're in the street. And then she does this.
Uh-oh.
Calm down.
Oh,
she gives me
interesting.
the slow down, relax.
Yes. Very emasculating, the
And
slow
then-
down, relax.
I go, you're in the street.
Yeah.
And she does the thing again. She does it again like this. And so
Whoa.
then as she walks through the street, I roll down my window, at Sarah's window.
Oh, man. You're Batman.
I got the baby with us. He's strapped in. And then Sarah's sister-in-law is sitting behind her. Now, they're
Okay.
from Texas. So I roll down the window, and her sister-in-law is like, whoa, stop, don't do this. Why are you doing this?
Uh-oh.
Because she thinks we're going to get shot
Well, she
or stabbed, as it were.
Open carry over there.
So
No abortion.
I just rolled down the window, and I went, you're in the street. Because I can't fathom that you think you're in the right,
Right.
which is fine. You're walking through the street. I get it.
Don't they have the right of way as a pedestrian?
She's in middle of the street.
Oh, okay.
Not a crosswalk.
Oh, not a crosswalk.
Not a red light.
Okay,
not a stop
sorry.
sign. No,
I thought it was a crosswalk.
Right smack in
Got
the
it.
middle of the road.
Got it.
She's walking, looking at her phone, and I'm talking slow.
Interesting.
So now I've come. She's lucky she's not fucking rolled over the hood of the car.
100%.
So I go, you're in the street. And she goes, oh, I'm in the street? Yeah, happy holidays to you too.
Huh.
And I went, yeah, all right, happy holidays, but you're standing in the street. I don't get it.
You might die. You're in the wrong.
You're in the wrong in the street. So I roll the window up, and her sister-in-law just looked like, what are we doing? This is crazy. And Sarah knows now. He's a psycho. Just let it be.
Well, she doesn't know vigilante list.
Now, I got a little upset because in those situations, don't you feel like I'm like, you got to, even if you think I'm crazy, she's in the wrong. We're in the right.
Yeah.
She's on the street, and all I did was, hey, we're in the street.
Yeah.
Which to me, that's a normal New York interaction.
Sure.
You go, hey, you honk. They say, fuck you. You say, you're in the street. Fuck you. Happy holidays. Roll up the window. You keep moving. That's New York standard.
Pretty standard. The walk in the park.
Walk in the park, walk in the street.
Park for the course.
Now we go shop around. We walk around. We go to Chipotle. You know me. I want a burrito.
You like the chip.
So we order the food. It's about 2:20 p.m. We sit down in the dining room. We start eating our burritos. We got the baby. All of a sudden, they come out and they go, hey, folks, you got to wrap up. The dining room closes.
Huh.
I go, dining room closes? I go, what time do you guys close? They go, 3, but the dining room closes at 2:30.
Okay. And it's 2:20?
2:20, 2:25-ish.
Okay.
And then I gave them this. No, we're going to finish our food.
Man, you're on one today.
Well, I'm on one every day now.
I guess
but
so.
You can't just throw us. I don't get it. We
Yeah.
sat down. No one said anything.
Right.
So I just politely but firmly said, no, we're going to finish our food.
Sure.
And they went, oh, and they leave, and we start eating our food. We're annoyed. Now we're about 10 minutes passes. Now it's 2:35.
All right.
I got about a third of a burrito left. A different person comes over and goes, hey, we got to ask you to leave. Dining room is closed.
Wow.
And I go, yeah, we're still going to finish our food. And I go, someone should have said something when we ordered. That's how you should have done it. And she goes, they did.
What?
And now, I got poo, steam comes out. My eyes get wide. The glasses start shaking.
Whoa. I mean,
And-
you're Liam Neeson.
And I go, hey, give me back my son or whatever.
Got a special set of teeth.
I started to talk. I went like that. And she went, did they not tell you? And I went, yeah, nobody told me. I'm not lying to you.
Sure.
That's crazy.
Also weird to be like, they told you. Did they not tell you? You just told me they told me.
Yes.
Come on.
Exactly. I'm like, they didn't tell me.
Yeah.
And you close at 3, which I understand, but it's 2:35. You can't just wrap up. And now it's Christmas Eve, and they're young people, so I understand. I go, all right, we're leaving. We're going to finish our meal, but give me 2 minutes. No one told me, and we'll still be out of here 20 minutes before you close.
There you go. Everybody wins.
Everybody wins. I felt like I asserted, and they went, all right, what are you going to do? So then, what do you make of this? My Sarah's...
I'm nervous. That's what I make of it.
Sarah's best friend from high school. She's a firecracker. I mean, sweet as pie, and a hell of a babysitter, but a cracker of fire.
But she was the one in the back going, what are you doing with the window down? So I think you changed her.
Well, I think I influenced her, but she's from Texas, so she thought we were going to get shot.
Uh-huh.
But she's also grew up in Philly. She's like a Delco.
Oh.
You know Delco?
Yeah,
Delco?
I know Delco.
Well, she's a Delco lady.
Oh, you don't want to fuck with the Co.
You goddamn right. I mean, she is a spicy muffin.
Delco proper?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Is that the show?
That was the show. Sorry.
So I never saw the show, but I love Tommy and the other guy, Chris.
Chris is O'Connor.
But he's not in the show.
Ah.
Was
they have
he
a
in the
pod.
show?
I'm sure they threw him in.
Love the pod. Great pod.
Great pod. Suicide
Stuff
Watch?
Island.
That's the one.
Stuff Island. Been on there a couple times. Great guys. Hilarious guys.
Yeah, check it out.
I should check out the Delco, too, because Tommy's fucking hilarious. But I never watch anything.
Yeah, it's a lot of things.
I know. I've never seen 1 second of Billions. So does one of my best friends of all time.
I tried.
I've seen Seinfeld.
Seen that over and over.
Yeah. Any farts. So she's a firecracker. She's inspired by me. What do you make of this? She's like, fuck these people. Fuck them. That's crazy. She takes some chips, drops them on the floor, crushes them right in the floor.
Holy
right in the floor.
shit.
A little bit of sour cream, a little bit of tomato, and I go, oh my God. Then we go over the trash. She's throwing the trash away, takes a glass thing of Coke and just spritzes a little on the
wow.
on
This
the
is
counter.
Meltdown. This is like, who's coming with me? This is full-on Jerry Maguire meltdown.
And I was like, oh my God. I dove out of the place. I did like a barrel roll into the street and grabbed the bottom of the cab like fucking Sideshow Bob.
Yeah.
Get the hell out of there.
Oh, my, I don't blame you.
Because I was terrified, but
That is next level scary.
it was a spicy meatball, and it was one of those
Burrito.
ones you're like, don't fuck with her, which I already felt anyways.
Sure.
Nor would I. I love her to death, but that one I felt like I thought I had handled it pretty well.
Yeah, I think so. Well, here's the scary part, because there's a couple of YouTube, real TikToks with this kind of shit happening, and it's on the old CCTV.
Oh boy.
And one of them out of Canada was the craziest one, where they yelled at a lady at the register, and the woman got so mad, the customer, she took a dump on the floor.
Oh geez.
And I think it was in Canada or I don't know where, but she went viral. She was plastered all over the screen.
Oh God. Well, I think it wasn't like super egregious go to jail. It looked like it could have been a
was a-
mistake. It's
Yeah,
like,
oh,
he
I
dropped
see.
some chips on the floor. Everyone, like, it looked like regular drop, but I was like, God damn, this lady, she's ready to rock and roll.
She's brazen.
And I think if they had said more, she could have beat the shit out of him because she's got that like tough Philly Irish.
Yeah, I
thing
can see
going.
that. She's sturdy.
Yeah.
Brazen in the sun.
But yeah, that was the spicy meatball. Those were our little confrontations. But I was like, my God, that was way crazier than my thing in the street. The thing in the street was like I said, just a casual.
That's a New York hello.
That's a standard New York.
Yeah,
to
come
me.
on. And you got a happy holidays out of it. So it all kind of ended with a nice little bow.
I like that she kept it PC too with the holidays.
Oh, yeah.
She wasn't like Merry Christmas because it was Christmas Eve. She could have gone Merry Christmas,
That's
but she was
true.
like, I don't want to offend. What if he's a Jew?
Yeah.
But anyway, so those were my spicy meatballs.
That's a doozy. Wow. I want to meet this. We should get her on.
Oh yeah. Oh, she'll come on.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a little nervous around her. We'll have to put a catcher's mask on or something.
Oh
But
yeah, she's got some stories. She's one of those folks that's like, if someone does something fucked up, she's ready to throw hands. I think.
I see.
Good lady to have on your side.
Yeah, definitely. Holy moly.
But it was scary.
They don't
But
make them like that anymore.
No, not too much.
Not the honkies anyway. The honkies have all been humbled, and we're a little more docile these days.
No, now everyone just stares at their feet and they're like, "I'm sorry, sir. I don't know. I'm gay and I hate my father."
Well, enough cell phone footage comes out of a Karen that you go, I don't want to be on the other end of that puppy and lose my gym membership or whatever.
Yeah. I
So-
got to lose my gym membership. It's $900 a month. All right, take me to Mexico City. I'm dying. I'm in Chipotle Mexican Grill all the time, but I haven't been in Mexican City in a couple days.
Mexico. Well, let me start from the beginning.
Please.
So this was this is 11 days off. By the way, I did a set last night. I haven't been that rusty since COVID.
I feel the same way. I was the Fat Black last night. Same thing. It was about 9 days, something like that.
That shit. I mean, we've done stand-up every day for the past 75 years, and I was walking on stage at New York Comedy Club last night going, I don't know how to do this. I couldn't think of my first. I opened with an Epstein client joke and bombed, and then what little confidence you had just goes, and woo, did I stink.
Yeah, I did a thing where I was like, did the second half of a joke that I didn't do the first half for, and so it made no sense. I was like, boy, he's not the only one that hates women. And they were like, who hates women?
Yeah,
What? And I was
yeah.
like, fuck, it doesn't matter. And I couldn't go backwards.
I know, and I was so ashamed that I did that thing where I'm like, let me watch the other comics, and they all killed, and they were all in control, and had the audience in the palm of their hand, and I was like frazzled on every punchline. Like that moment before the laugh, I'm like, ah! Oh God! You wouldn't think I'd I felt like a brand new comic. It sucked.
But I always say you take a long time off, it feels weird, but then it only takes a set or two to be like, I'm back. It's
That's
fine.
true. That's true. So that was one. So I need a couple tonight, or else I'm gonna kill myself. But first off, so I was a little contentious with the wife because
boy.
I'm doing a show on my thing. And this is dude think. I'm like, we're gonna be together all Christmas in Mexico for 7 days, New Year's, fly back together. We're going to be together.
Sure.
But I'm doing gigs all the way up till Christmas. So I'm doing gigs on the 22nd and 23rd.
I did the exact same thing.
Okay, well, she was like, you're going to miss half of Christmas. I'm like, I'm getting there on Christmas Eve. Then we have Christmas. Then we have the day after. We have the day after that. Then we fly to Mexico.
Yes.
So it was a little point of contention.
I feel the same way.
Okay, so
I'm with you.
the problem is the gigs are in Birmingham, Alabama.
Oh, Nelly.
That's on the 22nd, and Shreveport, Louisiana.
Whoa, daddy.
Not exactly hot markets.
No.
So I fly down to Birmingham. I get old J.P. Leonard of Lafayette fame.
Love JP. Boy, that is a gracious, what's not that gracious? Generous man.
Yeah.
And gracious.
Great egg, good beard, best hairline in comedy. He drives up to Birmingham. We do the gig. It's in a theater. It's super fun. We wake up the next day, drive 6 hours, which there's something about it. To me, 4 and over is maybe my cutoff now.
I was going to say 4 is about as far as you want to go.
Yeah.
6 is a lot.
6 is tough. That's 3 hours twice. That's a flight to L.A.
That's Schindler's List and Braveheart.
Ooh, good point. Freedom. Schindler's List, the biggest list before Epstein, I'd say. Or you.
Yeah.
Okay. So now we do the gig, and Shreveport was killer, by the way. That was great. It's the tip top of Louisiana, Shreveport. It's like almost to Arkansas. And we did that one. That was killer. It was like a lot of, what the hell are you doing here? Thanks for coming. This is crazy. I feel bad for these small towns because you go to their downtown and it's just decimated.
That's most of America.
I know. And then you go outside and they're like, don't go over here. Well, they'll kill you. Don't go over there. You'll get shot. And you're like, how do you guys live strangely?
The thing about America is it kind of sucks.
Well, we got some perks. We got Chipotle and
Perks addictions is what we got.
Yeah, I guess you got me there.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I love America, the national parks, the Grand Canyon. I always talk about how beautiful it is. But most towns, literally most towns
Yeah,
you go to, you're like,
literally.
yikes.
Yikes, Rooney. And then you see photo. You go to the hotel and you're looking at 1961, and it's this bustling, booming town with Kodak and Bausch and Lomb and the other one.
Well, it's all outsourced. We don't make anything, yada, yada. And it's a sad state of affairs. By the way, Maddie Weiner opened for me last night. She's got some great bits about how we have like the most depression but a low suicide rate. It's like so American.
Really? Oh, that's
yeah,
funny.
she's like, you got a gun. The problem is you got a gun in your mouth. You're like, I'm going to kill myself. And then there's like another guy with a gun in his mouth. He's like, I'm going not alone. And it's really a great bit.
She's good. She's underrated, I'd find.
Very good.
I'm a fan.
But yeah, it's hard times out in America.
It really is, especially these, not so hot towns. Like you go to Austin or Chicago and you're like, hey, this is popping. But you go to other places and it ain't pretty.
Yeah.
All right, so fly out. Now, just to try to be less in trouble in the doghouse, I fly out of Shreveport at 5 a.m. on Christmas Eve to get to Beantown and then eventually to Cape Cod.
Right.
So I got a day ahead of me here. This is run Rudolph nightmare travel. Get in the early Uber, get to Shreveport Airport, fly to Atlanta, connect in Atlanta, fly to Beantown, land in Beantown. Now I got to get an Uber to Cape Cod on Christmas Eve.
That's insane.
It was insane. They kept canceling on me. You got the thing where the car's just going and like doing the spin, and then it would blow up, a little cartoon, and then a guy would shoot himself. It was hell. Finally got one. It was $100.
That seems that low even.
Pretty low. I got lucky. I think they kept canceling on me, so they're like, let's throw them a bone on price, maybe. I don't know. But I finally get there. And you know what? You always expect to show up. You drop your bags. It's been like a 12-hour travel day. You're on 2 hours of sleep, and you want everybody to hug you and hand you a present and an eggnog and kiss you on the cheek and ho, ho, ho.
Sure.
You get there, and it's, hey, where you been? Oh, just kind of crazy flight day. Well, you got to help us with these bags, or you got to help us with these boxes. You're like, oh, yeah, all right, sorry. And you just got to slide right in.
Yeah, the slide in. I hate the slide in.
Hate the slide in. You want the presentation.
Yeah, give me a little break, a little breather, especially with in-laws. You want them to shuffle you into the bedroom,
Yes.
suck you off,
Yes.
show you the tits.
Glomez.
Tell them Jerry still likes you. Just a little bit of ease you into it, and then come out and present.
Yes.
Look who's here.
Yes,
and
present
then everyone
me.
gives a big applause and kisses you on the cheek or the
No.
dick.
They hand you a baby. They go, he shit himself. You got to eat it. And you go, all right, I'll do it. And they go, you got to like it. And you go, okay. And then that's the holidays. But we had a great time, and I got to tell you, the wife's sister has 2 little kids, and just that really lightens up Christmas, doesn't it? They're running around, they got the pajamas on, they're tearing gifts open, they're playing with trucks. It gives it a little energy.
Well, that's the thing. I dealt with this too. It's like kids are the only that make holidays fun.
It's so true.
It's why every Halloween I fly to Gig Harbor to be with children. Because you take children out of Halloween, you're like, what are we doing?
What are we? We're eating candy and dressing like a mummy?
I'm just watching murder and rape, which you do that after the kids go to bed.
Yeah.
That's fun. Same with Christmas. It's like my baby's 2 months old, so he doesn't give a fuck about Christmas.
Sure.
And other than that, it's just 9 adults looking at each other.
Looking at each other, then somebody gets too drunk, and then a woman cries, and Santa breaks and enters. It's a very strange thing.
Yeah, it's not fun.
This was fun. We got the cookies out, and they're like, Santa's going to eat those? I go, you damn right he is. And then I came down early, took a bite out of that gingerbread homo, and the kid believed it.
That's fun.
They're very stupid.
You got to leave some crumbs around.
Yeah.
And some milk when you're a dick.
Exactly.
So they drink it.
It's you're right. Kids make it. So, and plus, I got socks. You know, I got all the standard shit. It's fun, but when you see a kid light up with the train set, that's what it's all about.
Yeah, I look forward to it.
Hey, folks, Tuesdays with Stories is brought to you by Blue Chew. If you had trouble getting that confetti to pop this New Year's Eve, well, you got to try the Blue Chew. It's an online service that delivers ED medicine with the same active ingredients as Viagra, Cialis, and Levitra right to your door. For that whore, they come in these chewable tablets. Just pop one 30 to 60 minutes before getting down and nasty. I like the Blue Chew. It comes in a sleek black pouch. You put that puppy anywhere. Nobody knows the wiser. It's very discreet. Plus, the candy itself, and I call it candy because it tastes great, it's chewable, and it works pretty damn quick, and it's never failed me. It's not like I've ever gotten a dud or a bad one. They always work. Sometimes they work too well. You get a boner at the funeral or the playground. But it works, baby, and it's cheap, it's quick, and it's easy, and might as well play it safe. You can take them anywhere, and it's easy to get a prescription. Just sign up at BlueChew.com. Talk with your licensed medical provider and get your prescription within days. Blue Chew wants to help you have better sex. Discover your options at BlueChew.com. Chew it and do it. We've got a special deal for our listeners. Try Blue Chew for free when you use promo code Tuesdays at checkout and pay $5 for the shipping. You just got to cover the goddamn handling. Then you're going to get some handling. That's BlueChew.com. Promo code Tuesdays to receive your first month free. Visit BlueChew.com for more details and safety information. Thank you, Blue Chew, for sponsoring the pod. All right, so now we're getting to the nitty-gritty. That was a little Christmas horse shit. This is the meat of it.
Mm-hmm.
So, flying to Mexico City from Boston.
Direct?
You wish. So, I wish. So, we got to connect in Atlanta.
Uh-huh.
Then,
Hot Atlanta.
Yeah, then you got to go to CDMX.
CDMX.
Ciudad, Mexico. Ciudad means city.
Ciudad.
There you go.
Yeah.
Even better. So we fly. We try to board in Logan, and they go, there's going to be a 30-minute delay. And I go, hey, we got a tight connection. They go, we'll make it up in the air. And I go, all right. And they go, yeah, there's a problem with the plane. And you're like, this seems fishy. They keep opening the door, closing the door. All the Bostonites are getting angry. You know how these Irish get.
Yeah, I sure do.
And so we board about 30, 35 minutes late.
Okay.
I overhear the flight attendant going, can you believe that fucking idiot left his luggage on the plane? It set us back 40 minutes. So they fucked up.
Who
This wasn't
fucked
like
up? The pilot?
Well, some guy left his luggage on the plane, so the guy was like, "You got to let me go back on," and it could have a bomb in it, so they got to get it out of there.
And that's the 9/11 airport.
That's right.
So, they're a little touchy.
Good point.
Muhammad Ali.
Yes. Yeah.
Whatever his name was. Atta.
Atta? Atta boy. I don't know Atta.
Electric Atta. Muhammad Atta. He's the guy, he's like the leader.
Boy, they got to get some new names over there.
Muhammad, most popular name in the world.
That's right. I tried to do a bit about that. It never worked.
No.
No one cared. But what was the bit again? I can't even remember. Shit.
Muhammad dead.
No, it was probably name in the world. Shit, I'll come up with it. But so now we land in Atlanta. We missed the flight. We missed the connection. It was one of those things where I'm talking to the flight attendant, like, are we going to make it? He's like, it's still good on the app. You're going to make it. You're going to make it. We land at the time it says boarding, and then you got to get off the plane. Then you got to run there.
It's a different terminal.
Different
Gotta go to
terminal.
the international terminal.
Had to take the tram. You get there, the door's closing. Oh, we're going to Mexico City for New Year's. We just made it. A guy left his bag on the plane. And they go, fuck you. They hand you a baby. They go, he shit himself, and you got to eat it. And you go, all right. So then they go talk to customer service. I'll put you on a new flight. No problem. Go to customer service. She's the angry lady. She goes, beep, beep, beep. I got a 6:45. We'll put you on that. It's noon. So we were supposed to get to Mexico City at like 2. Now we're getting there at like 11.
It's the worst, but the sooner you accept your fate, the better.
I know.
You go, all right, we've got a few hours at Atlanta Airport. You can go to Chick-fil-A. They got a Starbucks. You can ride the train. You can walk around. You can fuck in the bathroom.
I guess, but this is 6 hours to kill. 6.5 even.
I know. I've been there. It sucks.
So we go to the lounge. Thank God for the lounge. I start pounding booze. She's eating cookies. And I go, let me call. How is there there's not another flight for 6 hours? I call. I'm on hold. There's a flight in 20 minutes.
Come on.
She got
Delta?
me on it. Delta. She got me on it. She goes, it's flying out of here. It's going to connect in San Antonio. So you got to connect again. Then it's going to go to Mexico City. And I said, I'll take it.
That's better?
Well, we're going to get there at 7 instead of 11.
Okay.
That's something.
All right. I'd be worried about getting stuck over at the Alamo Draft House.
True.
Okay, so you take the extra connect.
We take it. We run to the gate. They let us on. We get all the way to the back of the plane. I'll take it. Then we got to get off. We get in to the San Antonio airport. We're flying Air Mexico.
Oh, boy.
And they put us in first class.
Oh, nice.
Pretty good. And that $15 voucher they gave me didn't work, by the way. I tried it.
Interesting.
Yeah, I said, hey, Taco Bell, here we go. I'm going to Mexico. I want to get my stomach prepped for this toxic waste you sell. And they go, we don't take that shit.
Well, maybe it's only worth 30 cents. Maybe they're like, this will get you, a peanut.
Well, it says $15 on the ticket.
I know, but $15.
An
Mexican,
airport. I'm in San Antonio here.
I thought you were on board.
Oh, no. This is a flight voucher for the food, a food voucher that the Delta lady gave me.
I see.
But either way, we got to Mexico City. I mean, it was grueling. It was just such a bitch. It was 4 flights to get there. We're supposed to get there at 2. We get there at 7:30. You land in Mexico City, and it's on, baby. Everything's in Spanish. No one looks at you. There's a cockfight in the lobby. It's crazy. We get into an Uber, and right when you get there, you're like, we're here. This is it. This is fucking awesome. You drive over. What a wild place. Because there's less regulation there.
Of course.
So everything's topsy-turvy. And it's beautiful. It's buzzing. It's fun. But here's the clinker.
Clink me.
You drive in, all you see are these giant, and look, I'm coming from a place of love. I'm going back. I love it. I've never been before. I'm in awe. I'm in heaven. But all you see is Disapiro. Posters as far as the Mexican eye can see. And it's just Disapiro, and you're like, huh. And I'm reading all this shit like, don't take a cab. You get in a cab, you get abducted. Always Uber. And you're like, man, this is crazy. But there's no trash. There's no hobos. There's very little crime. But you get abducted.
Interesting. Because the cartel.
Yes. And there's police everywhere. So you're like, what's going on with the police and cartel? Do they get along? Do they hate each other? Are they in cahoots? And then you can't drink the water. So you're like,
Right.
there's no litter, which is great. There's no hobo, which is great. But I can't have a sip of tap water or I'll die.
You got to buy bottled water, right?
We bought a gillion jugs of bottled water.
But it's so hard to remember. Don't you find that?
I fucked it up many times.
I told you I was in Ecuador. I made a big cup of tea, and I didn't boil it all the way because I'm a tea cunt, and I shit 55 times in 3 seconds.
You got it?
Oh, it was the worst sick I've ever been in my life.
Really?
That was in Ecuador, which I don't know if that's nicer or better than or worse than Mexico.
I think it's a little worse.
Well, it
Mexico's
was bad.
booming. All right. Wow. Well, we landed. It was like you with the prostitutes. I was like, we are getting dinner. We have a reservation. Get your fat ass up. Put some blackface on. We're hitting the town.
All right.
So we hit the town. We had a great dinner, and she's like loopy and wonky. She was already a little fevery, a little sick from the from the Christmas. All the kids are sick. Everybody's whooping, coughing, and shitting blood.
Everybody. Yeah, my sister's got strep throat. My father has AIDS.
Everybody's fucked.
By the way, Loopy, that's the name of the waitress. Hello, folks.
Lupita. So we get there. We have the dinner. We go home. We pass out. And we had a great time. We went to New Year's. I don't know where to begin. I mean, I have so much, but she got the Montezuma.
What's Montezuma?
That's what they call it when you get the parasite and you just start shitting like crazy.
Oh, no.
I'm eating street tacos. I'm fucking hookers. I'm blowing donkeys. I'm drinking the water. I drank the water on accident. I was brushing my teeth and I went, and I swallowed it. And she goes, "What are you doing?" I go, "Oh, I forgot." So now I'm going like, I'm trying to get it out of there. But I was fine.
I've done the same thing. I think even brushing your teeth with the water is bad.
All bad.
Because it absorbs through the gums like Coke.
Yes, but what the hell, man? It's 2023. Get a filter in here.
Well, I think they got problems down there. It's a little, they're poor. They got drugs, the cartel, Davitel. I don't know. It's bad news bears down there.
Who knows? 40 minutes. Okay. Who knows what's going on? So, but we stayed in this place called Juarez, and we stayed in Condesa, Roma. It's so lush.
Wait, Juarez, the city?
It's a town, or it's a neighborhood.
Oh, okay.
So there is a
There's
Juarez
also
city.
Juarez, the city, next to El Paso.
Sure, this is just Juarez neighborhood. All the neighborhoods have little names, kind of like Soho or whatever.
Like
Battery.
Astoria, Oregon, and Astoria, New York.
There you go. Portland. So,
Flip a coin.
huh?
Flipped a coin.
There you
It was going to
go.
be Boston or Portland. They flipped a coin.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's fun. So we go. First of all, we don't know what to do. We don't live there. We don't know anybody there. So we go, how are we going to get into these places? Because we wanted to go to a New Year's party. But where do you go?
I don't know. Feliz
So-
Año Nuevo.
She has a membership to the Soho House.
Yes, I always hear about the Soho House. Only from you about her.
Very exclusive. I'm not one of these club sign-up membership guys, but she likes all that shit.
Sure.
She's a socialite.
Yes.
So they're having a big New Year's party. We go try to buy tickets. They go, "Bloop." These things sold out 8 years ago. It's the hottest party in town. It's an Andy Warhol theme. You got to dress up. People bought these tickets in the 80s. And you go, Jesus Christ.
Wow.
So I go, well, I guess that's that. I guess we got to go. So now I'm literally walking around. We're in bars. We're in restaurants. I'm going to the waiter. What are you doing for New Year's? And he's like, I am going to jail. I'm like, okay, we don't want to do that. So I'm asking everybody. I'm asking people on the street. People go, Tuesdays, it's all pipes. I go, what are you doing for New Year's? They're like, I'm having a party with my mom. I go, I already fucked her. Fuck that. So then we go, let's try to get in the Soho House. So we email them, and they're like, no dice. It's sold out. So the lady, May, she goes, how about this? I'll pretend to be your manager. I don't know if I should say this.
Oh, boy.
What do you mean, I
don't know the story yet.
Well, you're
gonna
like the
get in
guy
trouble?
who's, I'm driving, you're like, park here. I'm like, it says no parking. You're like, park here.
Ah, shit. Well, now I got to know what happens.
Well,
Well, maybe email me.
Just tell I'll clip it if we think it's bad.
All right,
Put
all
it on
right.
the Patreon.
So we go have dinner there one night, and she talks to one of the ladies who works there, and she's like, we try to get to the New Year's party. They go, yeah, it's sold out. Here's my DM shit if you want to. I'll maybe if somebody doesn't show up, I'll message you, which is a
Okay,
no.
Fair.
So now she has the DM lady. So she DMs her, hey, I'm Mark Norman's manager. He's on Netflix. He's gay. He's been around.
So far, this is all gravy.
Yeah.
Can I get him in? Or like, can we get in? He feels unsafe walking around as a celebrity. It's all we're laughing while we're writing it. We're like, this is crazy. Come on. And we put a picture of me like with the Netflix behind me and all that. 2 hours later, hey, we got you in.
This is totally
Yeah, that's
fine.
great.
What's
What are you
bad
talking
about
She
this?
lied. She lied.
That's all
She
right.
didn't lie. You're Mark Norman. She manages you, sort of.
That's
Yeah,
true.
that's true.
Okay.
She bought some outfits for you or whatever. You give her 10% of your cash.
Well, more than that? But what if they revoke her membership for the lying?
They're not going to revoke her membership. No revoke. They're not going to. A, they're not going to listen. B, she could be your manager. Why not?
All right.
She's your manager.
Yeah, it's close enough to the truth, right?
A wife and a manager is the same
Yeah, I
shit.
think so.
And it's not like you're not Mark Norman.
That's
If
true.
If
That's
you were
true.
fucking, David Foster Wallace saying I'm Mark Norman, that would be something.
Yeah, the most important parts of the story are true.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm
You're
just
Mark Norman. You're gay, and you were scared, and you wanted to go to the party.
it's her membership, not mine. So I don't want to be the reason she loses it.
I think she'll be all right.
Yeah, she'll be fine.
Plus, they wanted. Why did they have you in? Because they wanted you there.
Right.
I mean, that's at the crux of this. They said there was no tickets, but we could make room for Mark Norman. You're Mark Norman.
All right.
Don't you think?
I guess I don't want to jeopardize her membership.
I think they'll give her a free membership.
Yeah,
for
me
this.
too. Yeah.
Why would they do that?
Because you're a hero. You're a celebrity.
Because she connected them to you.
All right. Well, we got it.
Okay.
Okay. I'm nervous.
And it was awesome. I'm not. I understand your nerve. I don't think we've done anything wrong here.
All right. All right.
I don't think you've done anything wrong.
Okay. Well, we go there. Well, first of all, we get dolled up. We go to the costume shops. We buy the ridiculous Andy Warhol outfits, which is a lot of fun. You get all gussied up.
Sure.
We go there, and it's gorgeous. Fire display. Ice luge. The lighting is beautiful. There's a band. There's DJs. There's music. There's nightclubs. It's all a little celebrity sighting.
Ooh.
You'll never guess.
Let me guess. Come on, I want to guess.
All right.
Now, are they Mexican?
No. Big, fat American.
Okay. Actually big and fat?
Not actually. Very fit, good-looking guy.
Give me 3 guesses. Can I have 3?
I'll give you 5.
I'll take 5. Brad Pitt.
No, not that big.
Big
maybe to us. Actually, not even that big to us, but just he's in the comedy
Nick
world.
Swardson.
No, but now you're getting more in the level.
Okay.
That's a twofer.
Okay. Nick, well, I mean, the first one,
giving you clues,
that was a
too.
practice. Okay. It's a man?
Yes.
And fit comedy.
Okay. David Steinberg.
No.
Bigger?
Yeah.
Okay.
And more relevant.
Okay. Okay. Hold on.
Steinberg's
Wait, I got it.
700 years old.
I got it. Who's the guy?
It's a wild card.
The movie-
It's a curveball.
Andy Samberg.
No, but not bad.
Okay. What's the guy that does Is It Cake? Mikey Day.
No, I wouldn't have recognized him from a photograph.
Is this number 5 right here?
There's one more.
Cat Williams.
I wish. I love Cat Williams.
Duncan Trussell.
No, bigger than that. One. Well, I'll give you a huge clue.
Okay.
From Forest Hills.
From Forest Hills.
Which I know where people are from. That's my weird
Joey
thing.
Ramone?
No, it's Billy Eichner.
Who the fuck is Billy Eichner?
Oh, you know Billy on the Street.
Billy on the street,
Oh,
man.
Billy on the Street.
He's got a
yeah.
TV show called Difficult People. He was in the movie Bros with the gay fellas.
He was in a sitcom too, right?
Yeah, I
Difficult
wouldn't have
People.
Oh, okay.
recognized
Yeah.
him.
And
Yeah.
maybe another
I
thing.
thought he was on like Parks and Rec or something.
I would have been
later
more
on.
into David Steinberg.
Popped in. Yeah, I'm not
Billy
saying
Eichner.
I'm buying his albums. I'm just saying it was fun to see an American celeb.
Right. I think you're bigger than Billy Eichner.
No.
Is he huge?
He's pretty big.
Boy,
Yeah.
am I stupid.
He's big.
He's big.
He's going to all the parties. He's in everything.
All right. Well, I blew it.
That's all right. It's a weird guess.
I didn't know he's from Forest Hills. I mean, I don't know anything about the guy.
Yeah.
Anyway, so he's there. Do
He's
you talk
there.
to him? Do you say, hey, I'm Mark Norman. This is my manager?
I didn't want to bother him, but I had a couple of things locked and loaded if I bumped into him, just because I would have gone like, hey, Forest Hills, or like, hey, Difficult People. Just something where you're in the know.
Uh-huh.
7 inches, whatever. So that was cool. We have a great time. We take a little shrooms.
Ooh.
We live it up. Fun. The next day we go to the Lucha Libre, midget wrestling.
Oh,
Incredible. Yeah. I mean, people come out. This is like WWE over there. It is crazy. They're yelling "Fuego, Fuego." That's the little guy's name, and he would tackle a guy and go, "Ay, ay, 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 ay," and the crowd would go ape shit. You drink the big beers. It's very I don't want to say low brow, like not low brow. That's the wrong word. Like low res. Like WWE is arena. It's The Rock. It's John Cena. That rhymed. But this is like dingy, dusty bullshit arena. Like a cockfight could happen there, and it's just you're 10 feet away from a midget being tossed. And I took some photos of it. It was wild.
Wow. And does it cost money to get, like, how much? Are we talking like $50 or is it like a couple pesos?
Nah, yeah, it's probably like $25 each, and the beers are like $1, and you can get popcorn and nachos, and it's low rent.
Now, are these the big big guys?
These
or
are
this
big.
is just happening everywhere? Are these celebrities in Mexico?
Oh yeah,
Wow.
yeah. I mean, they're walking through the crowds like Elvis. You know, they throw the cape off and the fucking flames shoot up. It's crazy.
Interesting.
Super fun. Just getting out of your element. Like I would never really go to a WWE. I got nothing against it, but it doesn't bend my pipe. But, you know, this was just super cool. And then the next day we go to the canals. Check out my Instagram. I got all this up there.
Canal.
We go to the canals. It's about an hour out, and you get on a boat. Very primitive. There's a guy on the back of a boat, a scruffy Mexican guy with a giant bamboo pole, and he's just pushing you through the canal, and you bump into other boats. They got a party going on. There's a mariachi band. A little canoe pulls up. You buy a margarita, guy shaking it.
Margarita.
I'm just doling out cash, and everything's so cheap. You know, 500 pesos is like $20.
Wow.
It's 25, something like that. So the guy will be like, 400. I'm like, here you go, fatty. Get out of here. Spend that in one place. And then, you know, a taco canoe pulls up. The guy's got a little grill on there. It's all unregulated, and I loved it.
A taco canoe. That is living.
Yes, that sounds like a sex move. I gave her the old taco canoe.
Put a little extra cheese on there, and she came in my face.
Oh, yeah. So we just had a great time, and then finally, the last day, we're kind of rode hard, put away wet, and I guess she had a couple of cocktails with ice in it, and she woke up, and it was like a civil rights fire hose.
Now, is this the second time, or this is the one you alluded to earlier?
That's alluded.
Okay.
Same shit. And when I say she must have shit 50 times in a day, I am not exaggerating. Like, we would walk, she would shit in a Starbucks or whatever. We'd get out of there. We'd walk for 10 minutes. She'd be like, I got to shit again. And it was just yellow bile horse shit.
That's exactly what happened to me in Ecuador. We would pull into a gas station. I would shit. I would get in the car, and I was like, you got to stop at the next gas station. It's fucking crazy.
It's crazy.
And sometimes it happens just from eating the food or like ice cube
Yeah.
or just the dishware. It's just
Yes.
our bodies are all fucked up. There's all different microbiome in every different country.
Exactly. It could have been, a lot of people say it's the lettuce. You get on the lettuce because they wash it, and then they eat it.
Let us pray.
There you go.
Which reminds me, by the way, I was careful. You're losing your AirPods over there.
Oh, thank you.
Lose those. I had a thing, just real quick, if I may divulge
Please.
for a second, or diverge, or digress.
Die hard.
Diet Coke.
Coca Light.
I was in Massachusetts. We were eating pizza and bullshit and all the shit. You ever had this in your whole life? I never had this ever. I got up the next day. We had like Stouffer's mac and cheese, some pizza, some salad. I don't know what did it. Got up the next day, hanging with the baby, had to shit, and I was like, let me go take a shit. Just piss out of my asshole, like
Wow.
a faucety piss, but no fevery, chills,
Yeah.
sweats, cramps. Just thought it was going to be a regular shit, and was just like,
I think that's normal. We've
and
all
I was
had
like,
that.
what the hell? And it was yellow and murky and mucky. Finished, went back, the next shit was normal.
It happens.
But normally, don't you? When you have that, you have you have
That's
a
true. That's true.
and you're like, oh my God, I'm fucked up. This was just like, I kind of got a shit. It was water, back to normal.
Yeah, that happens. I think you got some evil in you, and your body's like, we got to get rid of this.
I think my body's like, just a touch of evil. No need for the sweats, and
Right.
the fever, and the cramps. Let's
Right.
just give them a nice watery shit and have them move on.
Yeah, that happens.
All right.
Sometimes I'll have a bad day. I'm just a little off, and I'll take a shit, and I'm like, oh, my body was working on something here, and I
Yeah.
got it out.
I got that right now. I got a nice soft burrito boiling,
Oh,
rattling the cages.
yeah. Well, I got to hand it to the wife because she's MVP because she had this shit going on all day, and she was still like, no, let's go out. Let's go to the park. Let's go to dinner. Let's go to lunch.
God bless her.
Yeah, but then the nighttime was rough because she couldn't get any sleep. So I got up at about 7. We had an 11 o'clock flight. I got up at 7. I said, you know what? What are we doing? Because we thought it would pass. And I was like, I'm going to the pharmacia.
Yes.
And I just go up to the guy, and it's like an old Mexican guy. It's 7 in the morning. I'm the only person in there. Big pharmacy. I go, wifo, shitty, diarrhea. I just went all into this whole thing, and I didn't realize diarrhea is the same word.
Yes.
In Spanish. So I'm explaining like toileto, explodo, disgusting-o, and he's like, I don't, and I go, eventually after 20 minutes, I go, diarrhea, and he goes, oh yeah, here you go.
Yeah.
And it worked.
Oh, beautiful. I think it's also because of what you talked about. There's less rules and regulations.
Yes.
Because for years, I was in Bulgaria, and I had the shits, and I went, same thing, pharmacy, same thing, Bulgaria, diarrhea, and they gave me some shit. He was like, this will help. And then it was, I called them Bulgarian poop pills. Anytime I had the shits, I took one of these Bulgarian.
A BBP.
And it was just done.
There you go. Yeah.
I think, and it was like $4.
Right, because they don't have the counters there, like prescription.
Right.
It's just one counter. They go, here you go. You can get meth.
Exactly. I buy all my Valtrex overseas.
Ah.
You don't need nothing.
There you go. So, yeah, real good time. Had a blast. Lucha Libre. We went to Frida Kahlo's house.
Who's Frida Kahlo?
She's an artist with Diego Rivera. They were a married couple.
Oh, is that Evita?
No, that's Spain.
Okay.
What are you doing? You farting?
I dropped a marker.
Oh, I see.
I was having fun playing with it.
All right, so we go to Frida Kahlo's house. She was married to Diego Rivera. He was a big artist in the film. He did the 30 Rock.
30
You walk into 30 Rock, it's all these murals.
Oh, yeah.
That's Diego.
I was just at 30 Rock a couple weeks ago.
Oh.
I walked by there today.
There you go. I tried to do the 30 Rock. I couldn't do it. But Diego, they were a little power couple. Beautiful home. You got to walk through it. You see her wheelchair. She's got a crazy life. She got polio as a kid, lost her leg. Then she got over polio, got into a car accident, wheelchair.
Wow. I think I said the leg came back.
No, I wish. But she would paint upside down. She was bedridden. So they show the bed and the wheelchair and the ridden.
Oh, that's fun.
It was fun. Rittenhouse.
Rittenhouse, yeah.
And-
Rittenhouse Square.
So that was great. Went to Trotsky's house.
Trotsky.
Remember him? He's a communist. You look like Trotsky. Good.
Isn't he Russian?
Yeah. He
lived in
moved there. He got
Mexico.
exiled.
Oh, I see.
Communism.
No kidding.
Real red flag. Has anyone done that?
Uh,
Communism's a red flag?
no,
Somebody must have that.
Maybe. I mean, they did the very well Red on
Sure,
Seinfeld.
sure.
I don't know Red Flag.
I'll tweet it.
He's a communist. That's a big red flag.
Somebody's got to have that.
Maybe.
Maybe. I'll tweet it and get yelled at and kicked out of comedy.
Yeah, it's okay.
But hand it to the wife. The next night, I would wake up every 2 minutes and I just hear like toilet flush, toilet
geez.
flush. She got no sleep. We got on the flight, straight shot back. We made it, and she's ship shape.
It's all worth it, though, because the next day you feel so good. The relief of feeling good again.
Yes.
When you finally take a nice, solid balloon animal again, it just feels so good. You're like, I'm back.
100%.
It's
Yeah.
worth being sick if you get healthy again.
Yeah, and she did not miss a beat, so I got to hand it to her. I think these mass people, they're very stoic. She's not like, oh, I'm in pain, it sucks. And she's not making a meal out of it. And I think that goes back to the Beantown roots.
Oh, mask.
Yes.
I think you said mask.
No,
And I
mask.
was confused. I was like, she's wearing masks? Nacho
No.
Libre. Yeah, I think so. I think you got to just be all right. I got it. But I think vacation you got to just embrace. You got to
embrace
it because you can't lose a day of vacation for God's sake.
No, you really can't, especially international. And we got back. You fly out at 11. We got back to New York at 5 p.m. And you're like, hey, we got some daylight left. This is pretty good. And had a great time. And I'm in love with that town.
Ciudad, Mexico.
I always say, if I ran over a kid, could I evacuate and live here and be happy?
In Mexico.
Like in hiding.
Right. Yeah, I think so. I mean, you don't even have to kill a kid. You could just get canceled or
Sure.
whatever and just live there.
I guess so.
I think about this all the time. I always want my wife to die or my parents to kill each other. Something big where I'm like, I'm out of comedy. I need to go live in the mountains for a few days and grow a beard and
You got
just
that
fuck
right.
children or whatever.
Sure, yeah. Well, where would you go? I mean, because you got to go off the grid a little. You can't go to, like, Pittsburgh. I'm talking, you got to get out there. Where would you'd want to live? You might want to go English speaking.
I'm fond of South America. I spent a bit of time in Peru and Ecuador. I love that. I loved Wales, but that feels, English speaking is nice. I mean, I think that's all I think about is getting out, getting up. And I don't know, maybe, Wales, Ireland.
That's not bad.
England, because I like Paris. I like to live in Paris in a
Paris.
nice loft and write novels. and South America, anywhere but Africa or
Asia?
the Middle East. I think Asia would be nice. I like Japan.
Sure.
I'd love to go to Japan, Mount Fuji.
Yeah, Fuji.
South Korea, I'd really be excited about. You have the shadow of North Korea is scary. Ooh, the missile.
Yeah, Kim Jong. Ooh.
Yikes.
Okay, well, yeah. So highly recommend going, but again, very homogenous.
Hamas?
Edginess. Everybody's Mexican. There's not a lot of black, Asian, Korean. It's a lot of Mexican. And, you go to any country and you go, who are your Mexicans? And they go, Polish. They fix our shit. They mow the lawn. Their Mexicans are Mexican.
Yeah, everyone's Mexican.
Yeah, it's wild. And, it's fun. But I saw a couple of fuck off gringos. That's what they spray paint.
The gringo.
And you got to go, ooh, that's about us.
Maybe the gringo ate your baby.
So, yeah, you heard it here first, folks. Love Mexico. I'm a fan. I text my agent. I said, we're doing a show in Mexico. I'm getting hit up on the street, so I'm going back.
That'd be nice, yeah. Go down to Mexico City, do a show. Maybe I'll swing down there with you.
We'd love to have you, fatty. We'll bring some bottled water.
They got prostitutes and strippers there?
More than the eye can see.
All right. Well, that's what I'm looking for these days. Mexican
do.
Yes.
We'll be there.
Mexicandy. Hey, good stripper name.
Hey, Mexicandy. I like it. All right. Jawbreaker.
All right. Well, we got to wrap this thing up. I got some dates coming up. Where am I? I think I'm in Poughkeepsie this weekend, Friday, Saturday. Poughkeepsie, laugh it up.
Oh, that's a fun road.
And, of course, Comedy Mothership, February 8th through the 10th. Some fun special guests at that. Then I got Raleigh,
Black History Month.
Pittsburgh, the Uncle Dale benefit show coming up, Burlington, Vermont, April 12th, and a bunch of fun dates. So go check those out and check out punchuplive.com and sign up for my email list over there. And hit up the YouTube. Tons of videos on YouTube. The special, watch Enough for Everybody. Sign up for the goddamn Patreon. We are rocking and rolling over there. It's wild.
Oh, yeah. And we got some fun stuff cooking.
Yeah, we
in
got a
the
lot
hopper.
of a lot of food cooking.
Yeah, all right. I'm all over the road. Tampa. Love that Tampa. Going to the Tampa Theater. That already passed. Fuck me. Columbus, Ohio. Indianapolis. Beacon Theater. Added a second show. Please, God, let's sell that out. Danny at Punch Up is cooking with gas.
He's good.
He's good. The Lexington, Kentucky. Charlotte, North Carolina. San Antonio. Houston. Salt Lake City, Boise, Idaho, Atlanta, Georgia, and Raleigh, North Carolina, to name a few. Get on the Patreon. Get a mug. Get a poster. I'm sure we're sold out of those. We got stuff. Get a shirt. Who knows where that merch money's going, but hey, support the show and support your balls.
We should get a new shirt, the HTB guys.
HTB?
Yeah, that's who you hooked me up with.
Hide
the bodies.
Hide the bodies. I thought HTB was a joke we had.
Oh, no.
I got HTB. All right. Well, yeah, thanks, folks. You heard it here first, and we'll see you at Hell. Chuck, what do you got?
Speaking of midget wrestling, check out there's a new show on Discovery Channel called Big Little Brawlers that just debuted, and I was tasked with directing the sizzle, and very psyched it got picked up by Discovery. That just started like last week, so check it out. And check out my podcast, Fun Bearable, with comedian Ray Harrington and improv douche Brad Rohr. A lot of fun stuff.
Hell yeah.
The new episode I'm going to, I just found out that I got gifted a cabin on the Impractical Jokers cruise.
Whoa.
Whoa, that's big.
Hot dog.
So Ray, who has done a ton of international cruises over the past 2 years, gives me the rundown of what I am to expect. Although he's in the crew barracks when he performs.
Crew barracks.
Yeah,
That
it's way different. He's like, it's so small, it's insane.
Yeah, that sounds horrible.
It's different than being like, on a
Barracks
regular
Obama.
one. But it's got a lot of fun. Check it out. Fun Bearable.
You heard it here. Fun Bearable. Tuesdays with Stories. Hit up the Patreon and follow us and watch the specials, YouTube, Netflix.
Yes.
We're all over the place. Come buy a goddamn ticket. See us on the road. That's our bread and melted butter.
Yeah. Butter bean.
Oh, I remember him.
No one
Got
wants
it.
to be themselves.